Alright guys, I'm on to the next mod here. So what we're doing today is we're going to be installing some of these LED headlights in place of the stock uh, backup lights. And I already tried one that I had just laying around, this one. Um, but the problem is there's no light that comes out of this side. So the light pattern wasn't great. So I searched on eBay and I found these guys. These are a little bit different in that they just have one main lens that shoots out the back. So the goal will be to get this to plug in where the stock light bulb went on these stock light or tail lights. I'm trying not to have aftermarket looking lights bolted onto the the bumper or anything like that. So these lights are H11s from Auxbeam. And I've seen on Facebook where you can get some super bright LED backup lights. They're about 60 bucks for a plug and play option that will just plug into the stock socket on our trucks. These were about 35, and I got them. I think it took about 2 weeks to get here. So let's go out there and plug them in and see how it goes. Okay, so I was able to get one of them plugged in here. So this light right here, this was an aftermarket LED light that I got on eBay for like 15 bucks or something. It's not the ones that I saw on Facebook that I mentioned earlier. This is just kind of a cheapo LED plug-in. So I was not happy with those, which kind of led me to keep looking. Obviously not happy with the stock ones, but look at this guy. That is a whole world of difference. And that is just super bright. So I'll show you how I did it here. Okay, so this is pretty much it. So basically what I did was I took a cutoff wheel and cut off the bottom portion of this light fixture, the part that would house the reverse light. And then there's a couple of little tiny bus bars in here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can turn the light on. No, I don't think I can do it while I'm recording, but anyway, there's a couple of bus bars in here that you can tack some solder onto. And then basically I just cut the ends off of those new lights that I got and soldered them on. You could wire up a connector if you wanted to. But the coolest part that I found about these lights is if you can manage to get the rubber grommet down in there. Here we go, that's the orange grommet that I'm talking about. If you can work it down into there, it kind of holds the light in on its own. I'm probably going to secure it with a zip tie or something just to keep it from backing out over bumps, but I mean that feels pretty solid. So that's a nice little added bonus. I was planning on securing it with zip ties anyway, but it's nice that it just kind of fit in that hole. So we'll do the other one and I'll show you what it looks like with both of them installed. Okay, I was able to get some zip tie engineering done here. So I got a setup here that I think will keep it from backing out. So I put a zip tie basically around the body of it. And then underneath that, I drilled a hole here with a zip tie that goes to that one around the body. And then drilled a hole right there. And same thing on the other side. So they're about 180 degrees apart and it should hold that in there pretty well over some bumps. So I just wanted to throw that in before we finish this up. Okay, one thing I forgot to note here, the polarity. So just for reference, you can see where the plug is. This is the negative side and that's the positive side, and then it's these little bars right here that you're trying to solder onto. Okay, so here's both of them installed. Before I walk behind to show you how bright it is, just look up against that garage. It's like having two spotlights pointed straight backwards. It's so bright you can't even look into it without hurting your eyes. So I'll show you the view from the cab here. Alright, so I'm going to pull forward out of the driveway here a little bit. So you know, anybody that has like the slightest tint on their windows with these stock lights, you know that it's just super hard to see anything when you're backing up. So let's go into reverse. Look at that. That's like not even the same truck. All right, 35 bucks and about an hour's install time. Not quite as cheap as the ones on Facebook, but I'll bet they're brighter. You know, if you take your time into account. It takes a little more effort to get these in, but I definitely think it's worth it. So hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, share, all that, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.